Well, how did you score the fight? Listen, I tried to see it 8-4, but when I'm really thinking about it, it was a 9-3 fight to me. Also, Tyson Fury is not retired, but why did he drop his Ring Magazine belt if he's not retired? What's going on with that? Is there a reason why he dropped the belt? Like, did they have pressure on him, to drop it? Let's go see. Let's go see what Tyson Fury had to say while we're waiting for the press conference to hopefully come back. Because it just popped off. We're still look, we're waiting for them to continue shortly. So we're waiting for them to go back. 8-4. I mean, 8-4, 9-3. Here's what Tyson Fury posted.
Both of them on the same.
Here's what Tyson Fury posted on his, my bad, it's going to be really loud because I had to up there. Let me turn it down now. I had to up my volume on my stream so you can hear it because their microphones was really low. So I'm not going to try to, let me remove this. There we go. Because if I would have played this would have blasted your ears off. All right, here's what Tyson Fury had to say. I got this gnat fucking with me.
Be honest with you guys, after watching that both of them was shite. It was one of the worstest heavyweight title fights I have ever seen. It was bullshit. Come on! I would annihilate both of them on the same night. Fucking shite. Get your fucking checkbook out, because the Gypsy King is here to stay forever!
Some people have been telling me that Tyson Fury was diagnosed with being bipolar because sometimes, according to his social media, and of course I have to watch and cover all that shit, but we're still waiting for the post-fight press conference stream to come back, and it looked like it might not be coming back. But I don't take anything he says seriously. I knew he wasn't fucking retired. That's why I didn't do no damn Tyson Fury retired video. He did. No, I didn't believe none of it. But will it happen? Right now, Usyk is a promotional free agent. He's a promotional free agent. Tyson Fury's a BT Sport top rank Frank Warren fighter. Usyk's manager, Igis Klimas, has close ties with Top Rank. But where will it happen? In the UK? Or do they follow the money and hoping that Saudi Arabia, really, backs it? For example, is Fury Usyk? I guess they did Fury versus White in a stadium. Does anybody remember what the I had to make sure the Showtime card was recording. Anybody remember what the attendance was for Fury? This is my job to look it up. For Fury White. And is Fury Usyk a stadium fight? Can it do 90,000? It should in the UK, right? And Usyk said in his post-fight interview that he's not going to fight anyone else. He wants Tyson Fury. So he's holding out. Terrence Crawford is supposedly doing the same thing. So the danger zone for that fight is if we don't hear nothing by, I'm going to say after Labor Day or around that time, then something is up with Spence versus Crawford. But that's a whole different video. But Fury White attendance. Let's see how many people were there. Around 94,000 were expected, but how many showed up? I'm looking. I don't see anything that's saying how many people showed up. Did the whole 94,000 show up though? Yeah, I think it should be a UK fight, but also remember, let's be very honest. Tyson Fury, if you don't know, he can't travel. Being MTK Global's the now defunct, disbanded NTK Global's #1 fighter. He was their #1 fighter. So he found out that he couldn't travel. Irish news reporter, true crime reporter, did a whole piece on it and actually did like a 30-minute documentary on it. No bullshit. Here, I'll show you real quick. I literally did a documentary or like a documentary style video on Tyson Fury and his links to MTK. You know what's even crazier? I almost reached out to MTK to work for them. T-Street would have been involved in the drug game? What? T-Street would have been paid dirty money? I would have been like, Mr. Kennedy, he's a nice man. He's the nicest man. He loves all the people. He loves black people too. I would have been chilling. I would have chilled. I'd be like, why are they always after him? You know, the man's cleaned up his life. I would have been like, yes, Mr. Kennedy, send me some money. Send me some money to go to fights. Look, I did a whole where's it at? I did like a whole video on this shit. I did two. It's this one, and it's a 30-minute one. I can't find it. This one right here. The MTK Daniel Kinahan boxing saga. Hey, I'll put the link for you guys who want to watch it. I'm like, yes, Mr. Kinahan. Like, it's a damn shame what they're doing to you, sir. They're always fucking with you. Look, this is me. I did a video.
All of this.
Daniel Kinahan has been publicly named as the head of one of Europe's most brutal drug gangs.
How do they make their money? They sell drugs, they sell weapons, and they offer a money laundering facility. So it's a one-stop shop.
So why has the alleged cartel boss been allowed to work with some of the world's top boxers?
I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get him there, my boy!
How has a company Daniel Kinahan set up become one of the most powerful in the sport?
Any time of day!
All right. Y'all gonna have to watch that on your own time. But listen, no. Eddie Hearn expressed that Joshua should stay active. In fact, let's go listen to a little bit of it more since we're already here. He should stay active. I do believe so too. No long layoff. Get out there and fight again. But who does he fight? Who does he fight? In a comeback fight. Now, I look at it like this. Getting back out in January. Is December too soon? Is December too soon? I think it is too soon. But, you know, basically Eddie Hearn was talking about pretty much breaking things back down and going back to the roots and building him back up, because now he's lost 3 of his last 5 fights. And don't get me wrong. Anthony Joshua is the man. He's good. My personal opinion, Usyk is the #1 heavyweight in the world over Tyson Fury, in my opinion. Tyson Fury #2, Joshua #3. But another fight, I think that he should have an interim fight, you know, to come back, you know, build up the confidence, you know, because he did look a little funny this week. He didn't take the Andy Ruiz loss well. We saw he snapped out in the ring there. We're gonna play that clip in a minute. But come back, get him something to build up his confidence. Get him somebody that he can knock the fuck out. You know, and people gonna be like, yo, he's back. And then it is time for the Wilder fight, period. It's time for the Wilder fight. It's time. Deontay Wilder is going to be returning October the 15th. It is official in the Barclays Center against sparring partner Robert Helenius. Robert Helenius 2 wins over Adam Kwanoski, but he did lose to Johan Duhaupas and even Dylan White. But for me, I do like Wilder versus Helenius. Joshua Wilder, I think that they need to do that, you know. They need to do it. Wilder's had something to say, by the way. I'm going to show you what he had to say. I'm going to show you what Wilder had to say. Hold on. My bad, phone just rung. Basically, Wilder, you know, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is up with Wilder sometimes and his management team. You know, yeah, they got the 3 Fury fights, but at the end of the day, Like he should be fighting like big time fights. And I think that this is nobody wants to see Fury Wilder 4. Here's what he said. They tried to lock me in for insurance because they knew he wasn't going to win. This is strictly business, not a sport. There's a difference. What does he mean by that? Because Eddie Hearn did say he's been reaching out for a Joshua fight recently as this week, but they don't answer his phone calls. Even the former promoter of Lou DiBella, who's rumored to have been fired by Wilder due to Al Heyman and Shelley Finkel calling for the fight because he was trying to make it. Here's what he posted. Where's it at? Usyk is an all-time great. AJ is still one of the best 4 heavyweights in the world. Boxing needs to get out of its own way. Wilder needs to beat Helenius, and there's nothing that makes more dollars and cents than Wilder versus AJ. Does it not? Makes perfect sense. But you know something, though? I feel that AJ would be boxing the shit out of Wilder's head off, but then I think that he would just get that bomb. It would just fucking, he would get his fucking face punched off. He would get put to sleep. But overall, though, Joshua did good. He looked good. And was that, like the body work? I love the body work. But one thing somebody said in the chat, which is true, I've noticed, Joshua doesn't seem to carry his power late. And conditioning seems to be somewhat, he didn't really get tired until like the end, but you can tell that he was pacing himself. Conditioning seems to be an issue. I think ideally he should be at 230, 235. That's what I think. The way he fought against Andy Ruiz, but when you look at it, did Andy Ruiz kind of not beat himself? Let's go look at the rankings. FightView360.com. The link is down below in the description box. Also, hold on. Also, my podcast. I'm going to be doing the podcast tomorrow and releasing here. I'll put the link in the chat. Please, it would really help me out if you just even download one episode. We just launched the podcast last week. And we need to get to 1,000 downloads ASAP. We're in around like 400 or so since last week. So we can get really indexed and promoted by all the listening platforms. Here it is. Boom. The Fight View 360 podcast. Last episode, Australian boxing. And as you can see, I've been covering it. Listen, I even look. Usyk is going to beat AJ again. I did this 3 days ago. Other podcasts picking Usyk again in rematch. One of the questions was, I got my Eubank Jr. Ben recap up and preview Canelo Golovkin 3. One question was, will Robert Garcia make a difference? Did you see any differences in Joshua? For one, head movement is better. Footwork is a little better. I like how he was bending the knees. Like, you can see some differences. You see some differences. But Usyk is just too good, too slick of a fighter, as they say.
How dare you?
What do you guys think? Thanks for the super chat, Pierre. But looking at the rankings, my bad, I don't know why I put this up here. Looking at the rankings, though, let's be realistic to see who he fights. By the way, our rankings are updated monthly in accordance to the sanctioning bodies, WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO, even Ring. But Tyson Fury has dropped his. So let me break it down for you. Joe Joyce, number 1, is taking on Joseph Parker, number 2, September the 24th on BT Sport Boxing pay-per-view to be the WBO mandatory. Felix Hergovitz, who won earlier in a very controversial win, is now the IBF mandatory against CCP Zheli Zhang. Very, very good competitive heavyweight fight, but I think Zhang had won. Michael Hunter and Huey Fury are fighting sometime on Sky Sports before the end of the year. And the winner of that is going to be fighting Daniel Dubois to be the WBA mandatory. Currently, there's no WBC mandatory for Tyson Fury because he fought as mandatory in Dylan White in April. But don't be surprised if October the 15th, they make Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius a WBC eliminator. Do not be surprised. Can you please, paste the rankings? Sure. Bookmark it, though, seriously. It's only like 3 websites that have the rankings updated monthly. Here's the rankings right here. Boom. And ours are updated monthly in the sanctioned bodies. But yeah, I stream during the post. I stream during every major main event. I'm going to be covering UFC. Actually, we're getting out of here in a couple of minutes because the Showtime card is on right now. Top Rank on ESPN Plus is on. And then UFC 278. But if I'm being honest, he's not going to get a title shot anytime soon, Anthony Joshua. He's not, because for one, there's too many mandatories. So, and if we're being honest, AJ may never get another title shot again with the way things are set up. Yeah, fighters may want to fight him because of the money. And I'm sure the sanctioning bodies. Thanks, MAW Mall for the super chat. But it's going to be hard for him to get like a, he's pretty much been sent to the back of the line. Because there's too many mandatories. So it's not a situation where you can say, you know what, I'm going to go that route for that belt. I'm going to try to go like they used to do back in the day or in other divisions. But in this case, he don't want to, listen, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't want to see Fury versus Wilder 4. Thanks, K. Causey, for the super chat, $5. I don't want to see Usyk versus Joshua 3. I don't want to see it. So could they look, this is a way he could possibly jump the line. Could they do Hrgovic versus Joshua? Hrgovic looking a little vulnerable. Or maybe even Joshua versus CCP's Zhang Zhili Big Bang. The Chinaman. Before we go, though, if you didn't get a chance to see it, let's go look at that clip of my man Joshua, freaking out. Like, what was up with that? Like, what was up with that? Where is it at? Where's Sky Sports? Sky Sports. There we are. But he threw the belts out the ring. Walked out the ring, looked like he tried to confront somebody, came back, and then did a bizarre post-fight interview. And like, what was this? Like, what was he trying? Like, what was going on there? What was going on there? Look, he's got the belts.
What's gone on there? I don't know what's been said. The ring.
Like why you got that man belts? And then he just threw him. Like, what was up with him? Let's go listen to the interview. I can't show it to you in full because Sky Sports will copyright my ass so fast. They copyrighted me earlier today, but thankfully released my video.
So that's just emotion. Wait, I'm talking. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
And he was walking around with Usyk's flag, like trying to talk shit. So Usyk was like, yo, flag. And you got Usyk and Loma looking at him. Like, they just looking at him like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on? So look, you see Usyk right here. You see Joshua, he's about to go on this long-ass rant wearing the Ukrainian flag.
So that's just emotion. Wait, I'm talking. Okay.
Yeah, like, bro, give me my flag. Like, what did you do with it?
So that's just emotion. Wait, I'm talking. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Correct. Our DAZN feed here in the States, we didn't get to see AJ throwing the belts. We didn't see that part. Only that was only on Sky Sports. So when I was doing my stream during the main event, I didn't see it because we didn't have. I didn't see it until after the fact.
Look, if you knew my story, you would understand the passion. I ain't no amateur boxer from 5 years old that was an elite prospect from a youth, bro. I was going to jail. I see some hype little youths in Reading jail. I got bail and I started training my ass off. Because if I got sentenced, I wanted to be able to fight. I bust my case. But cousin Benga, where's he at? G14, raise your hand. I'm stealing this, Usyk, sorry. But it's because the passion we put into this man. Guys, I'm telling you, this guy to be me tonight, maybe I could have done better, but it shows the levels of hard work he must have put in. So please give him a round of applause as our heavyweight champion of the world. Woo! I'm not a 12-round fighter. Look
at this part.
I'm a new breed of heavyweights. All them heavyweights, Mike Tyson, Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey. Oh, yeah, you don't throw combinations like Rocky Marciano. Because I ain't 14 stone, that's why. I'm 18 stone, I'm heavy. It's hard work. This guy here is a phenomenal talent. We're going to cheer for him 3 times. Well, how many belts you got now, bro? 5. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. And as I said, I was studying Ukraine and all the champions that have come from your amazing country, but I've never been there. But at the same time, what's happening there is, I don't know what's happening, but it's not nice at the end of the day.
Look, my man don't know what the fuck is going on. Look how Usyk looking at him like, yo, bro, like, are you serious? Like, what are you doing? Just get out. He just took over, like, bro.
Against Orlando, there was unrest in Ukraine, right or wrong. There was issues in Ukraine in your second fight.
Look, now he's talking to Loma. Loma like, what are you talking about?
When you face Danny Williams, civil unrest.
I don't understand you.
Please raise your hand. Under them circumstances, he managed to become champion. Champ, champ! Champ, champ! Champ, champ!
They like, yo. It's sad because it's looking like everybody looking at him like, yo, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Get out. Because he had already threw the belts out the ring. You know? Like, bro, like, what the hell? But yeah, man, it was a bad look. Bad look. But, you know, I got to get up out of here because I still have 2 more boxing cards to cover and UFC. And my dog is crying, so he's got to take a piss. He's got to take a piss. But I got a lot more boxing videos to do. And we're going to be streaming again on Monday, recapping everything. So I stream on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yesterday was a little late. But what I'm going to be doing is if it's a real big fight like this, I'm going to stream again on Monday. And I'm going to be releasing my exclusive podcast episode tomorrow. If you want to listen to it on your way to work or something, where we're going to basically my podcast is a cleaner version of my videos where I'm playing all the audio and everything, and it's edited all up nice for you so you can, you know, get a whole lot in a little bit of time. So it'll be great if I can't believe it's that many of you watching right now this late, but it'll be great if you can really take your time out and like the video before I go, you know, so we can try to get to at least 1,000 likes or so. And I'm going to be doing more videos all throughout the night if you want to know what's going to be happening in UFC. For example, you got Roger Gutierrez and Hector Garcia in the ring on Showtime. Then you got Alberto Pulios versus Bakhtir Akhmedov. That's for the 130-pound title at 140 pounds. Is that 140, right? I don't remember. I think it's at 140. And then you have Omar Figueroa taking on Sergey Limpinets, a late replacement. Get them damn sex bots out of here. Taking on for a late replacement for Adrian Broner. And you have UFC 278 with Paulo Costa against Luke Rockhold, who will probably get knocked out. And you have Kamaru Usman taking on Leon Edwards. So listen, I got to go get some beer. You know, I'm going to have me a beer. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to cover the rest of boxing. Show the belts one more time. Him throwing them out the ring. Like, what was he thinking? And then he damn near cried at the press conference, the post-fight, and it's like, bro, don't do that. Do not cry. They're already lighting his ass up on social media. I'm going to go have my pasta and have a beer. That's what I'm going to do. And come back and get this shit. Like, and who was he trying to go after? Like, was he trying to go after Usyk? Like, when he did this whole thing? Like, what was this?
But Usyk was better too.
Like what the hell's going on? Like, what was that? And here's him throwing the belts. And then he walked out of the ring. He threw the belts and then walked out of the ring. Like, and those are Usyk's belts. It's not like Joshua lost those. He just like the disrespect, bro. And then he did it in Saudi Arabia after they paid him $50+ million. Tripping. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys later on. I got some videos to do. Thanks for watching. Please drop a like before you go.